sensing that some women are weak, or probably if they are giving so much, they might they have that tendency of mothering. What I mean mothering, of acting that too mother hen over, when they are given such positions. But looking at it from your angle as a man, what do you think are those peculiar challenges? Why probably the male folks are kind of feeling threatened or feel that these women are doing? Why do you think such occurs? Why do you think we have that kind of sensation?
Well, thank you very much. I believe that we're in a climb where we look down on women folks, but definitely it's not the appropriate thing to do. Left to me, I believe that whatever a woman can do or a man can do, women should also be given opportunity to do so. But in this part of the world, the women themselves should come up. I want to challenge them. You don't just, when you find a woman contesting, particularly in the political platform, the women won't go there to support their own. They will rather want to support a man. So I believe that women should also, try and raise their own. Have candidates in parties for yourself. Then even in associations, just like you are now, the vice chairman of TUC. So I think for women, this is a high time for them for their voices to be heard. And of course, when you look at our country today, you find women in very, useful, powerful positions. At least she talked about the first lady. We had in this country also a woman who was governor in Anambra State.
But I didn't stay for too long.
Yeah, because it was just an arrangement as at that time. But she did very well. And also, you see the woman, Dora Quilly, Minister for Information. She is the head. She was once the head of NAFDAC, and currently we have Professor Moji Adeyeye as the current head of NAFDAC. So, of course, giving it to the women, they can do better. They can do very well. Not because I'm saying them. I also have a wife at home, and so you need to push them. And then, because that's what I do to my wife. I push you. Men need to push their wives, and then the society also must appreciate them, and then give them the opportunity to be responsible, because the Bible said, according to God's plan, He didn't make a woman behind the man. Well, they were to be beside themselves. They are to be complementary. They are to be helpmates. Not that somebody is behind. No, there's a behind. No, it's not behind. They are just beside each other. So for us to interpret that in our society today, we must understand that women ought to be doing more than they are doing right now. In fact, virtually in every area, not just relegates to home alone, where they are home managers. They also be seen in society, vibrant in every area. I may not be speaking for church or mosque, but I should be talking about leadership in society and countries. Look at the woman Pelosi in USA. She was the speaker for many years at that age, and she did very well, vibrantly. So I think our women in Nigeria should come up. They should be emboldened by the careers they have found themselves, particularly the qualifications that they have. They are not in any way a substitute of men. They are first-class women all over the world, and particularly in Nigeria. So we should see women coming up. Be bold enough to speak. I used to say that, be bold enough to speak up, and then and don't let be intimidated by the men.
Okay, sir. You just raised the point. You said be bold enough to speak. But I'm coming to you, the vice chairperson of Trade Union Congress of your state. He just mentioned something about be bold enough to speak, that women should take up. But oftentimes, we see some challenges like probably marital challenges or societal challenges, or even in terms of political that get to hamper women from attaining that leadership role that is supposed to be assigned to them. I want you to mention some of those particular challenges that have over time been standing in the way of women. Okay, because he mentioned something of women taking up the challenge, women standing up. But we know that obviously there are some challenges in the way. I would love you to mention it and probably give us some solutions to those challenges.
Thank you so much. The challenges we have, number one, is the age-long culture that believe women should be in the kitchen. The age-long culture does not recognize us. Even it happens at home. In my home, you don't say a girl should do this. Every boy, all my children, if you're a boy or you're a girl, I have a timetable. It is you that will speak today. It is you that will cook for me today. So I don't want to know whether you're a girl or you're a child. That is where we are starting, and we must start from. And the religions, some of our religion, they don't believe you should come out. But who wrote those books? Both English and both Quran and Bible. Maybe they are men. So do you think they will favor us? No. If they don't favor, let us include ourselves. Let us wake up like Mama Falani, Mama Kuti. When they say we should not drive, Mama said we can do it. Mama leave. Maybe we wouldn't have been able to be driving today in Nigeria. But because she let us come out. Let us come and let us join ourselves. There was a time in this in the House of Assembly in Oyo State, we have only 2 women and they normally fight each other. They do not have an opportunity to reach the top. I told them, look, support each other. The men will just use this as an opportunity against you. They don't want you to be there, so they just put it there because they know you fight each other. Let us support and let us love each other. If we ourselves decide to do it within ourselves and we encourage ourselves, like they are saying now, let there be a contestant in this incoming election. Let a woman come up. As much as I love my governor, if a woman come up now, I will support her. Let me tell you this. As long as I love this government, this governor, if a woman come up now, I will mobilize and join her. Let us begin to do that. It is not enough for us to be singing beside them. Enough of sitting down at the passenger. Let us say the driver's seat, and we will see we will achieve it. We have Konji Ewela. They have to stop. They have to wait for her until she resigns there to take up the ministerial appointment in finance. And when she was there, we can see the tremendous changes, the tremendous achievement we had in our economy. We can do it even better than them. So let us support each other. Let us put up all those age-long culture that does not want to see us. Let us believe in ourselves. Let us include ourselves if they don't want to. When they see you being active, they will call you even when you are not there. They will call you to come and do it. We are not competing with you, even at home. We are not competing with you. You are the head. We are not saying you should not. But let us have a say. This is our children that we raise together. We raise them. Even when you were sleeping, we couldn't sleep. When we were carrying them, when you were sleeping and you were snoring, we were there. Moving up and down, we couldn't sleep. We made sure they become something. You came out of us, recognize us, give us our value, and you will know we can do it even better than you.
All right, thank you very much, Ma. All right, let me come to you, Mrs. Okedare, today, and that's talking about the emotional aspect of women. Now, we realize that men often say that women are very emotional, they're empathic, and sometimes those emotions are played with or toyed with. How can a woman be able to control her emotions and still think straight and make reasonable decisions, not being swayed by frivolities or being swayed by a little thing that will be thrown at her? How can a woman stand tall and say, yes, I'm standing my ground, I want to maintain my integrity, I want to be that woman that people would always look up to?
Okay, thank you so much. For a woman to be able to stand tall, to be in charge of our emotions, to be in control, we need to do, first thing, we need to seek for knowledge. How do I go about this thing? Know your weakness as a woman. Know the area that, okay, this area, I know I'm weak when it comes to this area. When you know your weakness, you'll be able to tackle it. You'll be able to tackle whatever that is making you to feel like not be strong enough in that aspect. So when we know our weakness, we'll be able to develop like a strategy to be able to manage that weakness. For example, now, for a woman now, that you know that, okay, you know, the problem we are having is women are so occupied. That is why they find it very difficult to come out sometimes. We are so occupied. Like a woman now, a couple that got married now, for the woman, she will carry pregnancy. Now, we are in the generation where both the male and female, they are in working generation. Both of them are working. Women will carry pregnancy. To
bring something to the table.
Bring something to the table. We'll both wake up very early in the morning, and probably the woman will wake up first to prepare meal for the husband. We'll both go out in the morning, come back late in the evening, and you still expect the woman to go back to the kitchen and prepare what she will eat for dinner. She will carry pregnancy. Let's say a woman have a child and she's carrying another pregnancy. She's pregnant again. the body will be too much for that woman compared to man. As a man now, if my husband, let's assume I'm pregnant. Now, if you see my husband outside, you won't know that he has a pregnant wife at home. But for the woman is so occupied. And that thing gets into us. At times, we have so many things to do. We are multitasking. And that is why you see some of these women, they are dumb. Because you have to do this, you have to do that to be able to match with your mate in the society. So if a woman see somebody like something that can assist her, something that can relieve her of her burden, I believe they will do well in the society. It is the burden that is killing women. You have to take care of your home, you have to take care of your body, you have to look good.
You have to take care of extended relations.
Family relations.
Friends.
You have to take care of your children. When the child comes back from school, you have to look at the assignment. The man is not there most of the time. And all these things boils down on women.
On the three-seater.
They will sleep on three-seater.
Is the fish not ready?
That is it. They are currents. And all these things are not giving women opportunity even to be current.
All right, you have just mentioned some very valid points. So now I'll be directing it to the man in our midst. Sir, you have just listened to her, some of the things that she mentioned. Okay. I know that these days now we're now seeing some men show some support. But in areas like this, I want you to mention, because it will be enlightening for men out there too, what are the roles? What should men be doing to empower women, to encourage women, to support women, so that they also can be very meaningful, so they can contribute meaningfully to their home, the society, to whatever associations that they choose to belong to, or whatever cause they intend to embark on.
Thank you very much. I will once again say to the women folks, congratulations on your day, but at the same time, I also want to charge you. You see, you don't give in to the intimidation of men. We are husbands, we are fathers, and we are men. Irrespective of our expectations from the women folk, it is a step to drive, that boldness, that leadership in you. We are not here to suppress or to intimidate women's folk, particularly as a man, who runs a home, who is the head of the home. You are not complete if your woman is just not there. What I mean by that is that your woman must just be by your side, not at the back, so that you can push through together. And the Bible says if one is hot, the other one is cold. The one that is hot will help the one that is cold. So, but if the two of you are both hot or cold, there's going to be challenges and there's going to be a problem at home, and that has to be a negative impact on the
so
children.
What should be
so the men should be
encouraging
encouraging the women more right now, socially, and then emotionally. Men should help to stabilize the women's emotion. In other words, like he said, I run a home by the grace of God where I don't give everything to my wife. I go to the kitchen. It doesn't matter when I come back. I go to the kitchen, I help to cook for my children and all that, even for the home. Sometimes I'll tell them, hey, you don't go to the kitchen today. I take care of the responsibility. And so in that way, men should come up and see how they can help their women. I don't know, even in taking care of all these small chores you talk about, I do it. Ask my children. I tell them, because I have sons, I say, these are the things you must do. So because you're going to have your wife someday. And so you are not supposed to burden your wife at home. For the men, hey, this is the right time for us to understand that these women, the Bible says they are weak, but don't take advantage of the weakness and then subject them to so much pressure. Let's see how we can help them, strengthen them. Just like we have to carry them, just like they carry us. They say they are mother, so we can also carry them when we're grown up now and say, hey, we are men, we have the strength. So let's carry you, so that sometimes when you are weak, we are there as strength for you. So when we too are weak, we're also like children to you. So you'll be there for us as strength. So it's a vice versa. And so we must understand that we are not supposed to lord everything over the women. So whatever it is that the women are today, but I used to say something. Each time I see women, I'm also very proud that, hey, like my mother, was a petty trader. But I thank God. I said I came out of her. And today now I celebrate her, and she had children who are just doing very well. And then some also. To us to now, when we now have wives in our home, we must not look down on them. We must not see them that they don't matter. They are second fiddle. No, they are as strong as we are. And then we must give it to them, whatever God has given to them to do, because they are also core visions in our home. So whatever it is that we're doing, we should carry them along. So they should not be relegated to the background, and they should not be seen as second fiddle. So men should see how they can encourage them.
Okay, the program is still National Discuss this morning on Prince 89.7 FM. Right about now, I'll be calling out the phone numbers that you can call for you to be a part of the conversation. But let me quickly remind you that we're very much on the social media space. We're on Facebook, we're on Radio Garden, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on X, we're also on YouTube. All you have to do is just click on Prince 89.7 FM Ibadan. So the numbers to call to be a part of the conversation this morning is 070 48,897 or 070 47,897. For our listeners abroad, the number to call is +234 902 195 59. Once again, the numbers to call is 070 48,897 or 070 47,897. We're beginning to see comments from our Facebook page. We are seeing Sheriff Agubiade, Ezi Malian, and Okeke Samuel, and Ade Tawhida Ade Goke, and Okeke Samuel. Okeke Samuel says boys and girls should be involved in housework. Comrade and other Prince, good morning, thank you. And he also says without women, men can't survive.
We are the salt of the world.
All right, so now there are some particular areas that I would love you to talk about. The vice. Okay, we have a call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. You're on to Prince 89.7. I'm fine, ma. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Grandma Onodeko from Ijebubu.
Okay, Grandma Onodeko from Ijebubu. All right, please go ahead, Grandma.
This call this morning.
Okay.
But please help us to bear the men. They should see women as weak vessels. They should see them as weak vessels and help them. Then they should stop verbal abuse. It can kill. Some
Okay.
men, they use verbal abuse, and it can kill. Please help us to tell them that it is not good.
Okay.
May God bless you in the name of Jesus.
Amen. Thank you very much, Grandma Odeko from Ijebu. We do appreciate you for that call. All right. Okay, ma'am. I was coming to you, the Vice Chairperson Trade Union Congress, and of course the Chairperson Women in ASUS Nigeria. Grandma just mentioned something like a verbal abuse, but the aspect I want you to look at, because I know you have vied for elective positions, and I can see that you're really standing up to it and taking charge. Now, looking at women coming up to very elective positions in the society, we get to see that they have to struggle so hard to get there. And in the last election, I must tell you that it's a bit appalling, because we had more women in the last dispensation compared to what we have now. In the last election, the percent is very low when it, and we keep hearing 35% affirmative action for women, and I wouldn't know why the 35 is sliding, and why are we not seeing more women in elective posts or having to contest for elective positions?
Thank you so much. The issue that we have is our men. They believe we are not. Okay, let me tell you, the time Ete was the speaker, what did he do? What did she do? What our men could have done and ignored. But one thing is that, as you have been saying, we have to control our emotion. When they see that this is what they can use against us, we try. And we keep on trying. At the initial stage, I contested for the chairman of ASUS in Oyo State. But I did not win. I became the secretary. Then I kept on struggling. Today, I'm the chairman of ASUS in the state. I contested for the chairman of TUC in the state. It was so tough that day. But at the end of the day, because of political I became the vice. But I will not relent. Next election, I will go out, I will come out again. Let our women support it. Let us keep on struggling. We should not just stop. We should not accept victimization. We should not allow them to silence us. Let us continue to struggle. Let us continue to work. Let us continue to say we can do it. And I know very soon, one day we shall get there. We shall get there, as long as we don't relent our effort. Today we have a president in Africa that's a woman. Today we have a lot of vice governors.
Tanzania, a woman is the president.
That is it. We have a lot of deputy governors today that are women. I am sure very soon we are coming there. We are coming there. But the only thing we have is to be praying, courageous. Let us continue to encourage ourselves. Let us determine. Let us be steadfast. And very soon we shall get there.
Okay, ma, thank you. Let me come to you, Mrs. Yetunde, and that's talking about. She mentioned, Grandma mentioned something about verbal abuse, and she talked about something about emotions or women being victimized. I want you to just quickly help us highlight a few signs that women can use to identify when they are being victimized. A few signs that they will get to know, be it in the home, be it in the society or at the workplace. What are those signs that the moment they notice, they understand that they are being victimized, and what should they do? How should they seek for help? Where should they go to, or where can they run to?
Okay, thank you very much. I think the first thing that a woman will say is that the first thing is you notice that your partner will not support you, except you are just a wife that will just sit down at home. But when it comes to progressing, moving forward in life, when it comes to pursuing your career as a woman, you notice the husband will draw back. And when the husband is supposed to be of help to assist the woman to see the kind of vision the woman is saying, the man will not be there. In terms of financial support, the man will not be there. You see, some men, when the woman wants to further their education, maybe the woman wants to go for their masters or for their PhD, the man will be like, who will take care of the kids? The man will not be there. Financial aspects, the man will not be there. To support at home, the man will not be there. The mental aspect of it, to encourage the woman, to push her forward, the man will be seeing the negative aspects.
So, okay, so now you have mentioned a few points. So how can these things be addressed? How can these women, because for a woman that wants to stay married, marriage is still also important.
Yes.
For those that don't want to stay married, it's a choice. It's a choice. Yeah. It's not. We're not saying here that it's mandated that you must stay married or you must be married or whatever. But what I mean is, now you have highlighted some things. Peradventure, let's take for instance a woman that is married and you want to pursue some things. How should you go about it to also maintain your marriage, to have a good relationship with your husband, and so that there won't be frictions? How should you be addressing it as a woman?
I think the first thing is communication is very important. Don't just assume that, okay, my partner is supposed to know. You need to call your partner, call your husband. This is what I want to do. This is my vision. I think if I do this, this is what we are going to achieve. We are doing it together. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for us. So we need to communicate. We must not assume. Let the husband know that if we now communicate and the husband fails to support, we can involve the third party. Maybe our parents or our pastors. If you're a Christian, you can involve your pastors. Let them, at least, let them come in. Let us speak with the man. I think by doing that, if the husband now fail to support the wife at that time, the woman can maybe put it into prayer, seek God's face, because we must not neglect our marriage too. It's very, very important. If you are not, if you fail, sometimes some people say if you fail, if your marriage fails, you've not really achieved anything. No. But we must try as much as possible to communicate. When we communicate, I believe our men, they are there to support us. We must submit. When we submissiveness is very important in marriage. But when the husband notices that you want to be the head of the family, you want to start controlling, and that is when there will be this fighting for,
for position
at home, and the husband will be like, okay, if you now become this, no, you will be, that means your position will be higher than mine. But when we are submitting to our husband, we need to submit as a woman. The husband will be willing 100% to support our visions, to support our dream. So I think everything still boils down to submissiveness.
All right. The number to call to be a part of the conversation this morning is 070-48,897 or 070-47,897. Yes, I want Comrade Roti Benle Oluwemo to say something about that. I want you to help us address how women can go about, because trying to get their career done or their goals in life and still merging it with their marital life and not having anyone affect each other. I want you to speak on it.
Thank you so much. Number one, when you are not around, make sure your children are in a safe hand. When my children were younger, my mother was the best nanny in the world. She was always with me when my children were young, in taking care of them when I'm not around. Number two, make sure your husband is your vision sharer. At times they may not. Some men are so fastidious, no matter what you do, they will say you are proud, you are this, you are that. Try everything to make sure you come out. If he doesn't, please move ahead. Don't allow him to step you down. Everybody will be associated with success. By the time you come out, by the time you succeed, it will join you. But make sure you don't do anything that will affect your home negatively. Move ahead. Move ahead. Don't allow anything to hinder your progress. By the time you achieve, I'm telling you, it will join you. It will accept you. It will celebrate you. It will be bragging about, that's my wife. But when you don't, if you allow her to step you down, you will have yourself to be blamed. And this emotional, when we talk of violence, it may not be physical. It is not only physical violence. It may be emotional, verbal, whatsoever you are doing, that you know yourself. All our men, please, stop violence against us. We have been saying it. Stop violence against us. We are not slaves. We are not your housemates. We are not your sisters. You are not. These are a limit to what you can do to us. How can you be a puncher? How can you be punching your wife all the time? Will you be able to come out and dance that you have punched your wife and she's dead? No. So even if she has anything that is doing, you are not brought up together, you are not trained together, you can sit her down. Like my sister said, communication. Communicate with her. And your mama said, you know our mentor. You can call her if you know you have done all you can do. And you can call your pastors. Organize a meeting, peaceful one. Show love, correct her in love. She will definitely understand. So instead of giving her emotion, and let me tell you, the best gift a man can give to his children is to love and care for their mother. If you want your children to love you, care for their mother. Like I have a friend, he told me when he was fighting with his wife, he bought a agbaluma home for the children, and the mother said, "Don't take it, oh, there is maggots there," and the children just dropped it. And I said, "There's no maggots. Opening it, drinking it, taking it." Did you know your mommy said there is maggots? She said, she went to the wife, said, I won't allow them to take it. Shebi, you are fighting me. Go ahead. So he now begged the wife. The now wife called you, there's no maggots now. I thought there was maggot. And the children took it. Since that day, he stopped hitting his wife. So please, whatsoever you are doing, don't think those children are watching you, they will not like you, and you will hate yourself at the end of the day. So love them, love us. We need care, we need love, we need attention. Give it to us, and you will enjoy us the more.
All right, thank you very much, comrade. We have a call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Gbenga Mario, I guess.
Yes, calling from Abeokuta.
All right, please go ahead.
To our wonderful women there, in fact, God will bless you.
Amen.
You will not be in video in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And our daddy there, I give you a blessing. Now, let me start from where that woman is talk.
Okay.
He said, our men should not be teaching our women. Yes, I agree to that. I concur to that fact, 100%. Any man that reaches up his hand and sends it on his wife, that person should not be called a man. He should be called something else. Let me not mention the name. Because on no account should the man raise up his hand and start beating your wife. So I want to be an advocate of we men that we should, even if a woman, women at times they can make it to look at that time. If it gets to that level, what you do at that point is ask God for living. Then pick up your clothes. You can just throw within the vicinity of your environment. Come back home around in the next maybe 10-30 minutes. By then you will have cool down automatically. So let our men not touch their wives. Then women are role models. Women, we cannot control who women are. If they are not in the house and the family, I wonder how the family will be. For example, my wife is in the house in the morning. If I see my wife come back from the office within 6 o'clock, I'll be panicking. This must be they are not control in the family. Also, I want the women to occupy some political posts in the society. You cannot quantify their posts. They are some of them they are much more valuable than our men. Then their ability should not end up indicating that some men will telling their wives that see, I'm the man in this house. You are big them. All I want to do for me in this house is to feed my children and cook for them, cook for the family. No, women are much more than that. Their ability should not end up indicating. And I want you, man, to be an advocate of women and rise to the intercessory cases of women. I want you to please look into that, man. For me, be an advocate of putting an end to the unnecessary cases of rape among teenagers in the country. And I want to as well, man, to be advocate for educational equality among young people, so as to reduce the level of literacy among young girls, which will truly grow into the country. In our society now, most people be telling you, who then became career, but because my parents are able to afford to send me to school, and when they become an old person, they don't go back to school again. So please, be an advocate so that they can have a quality education. And lastly, I want to ask this question. Man, what advice do you have for women out there who are well educated, their husband maybe they have some of them they have a BS and an MSc, and their husband said they could not work. And the husband said, I will be catering for their needs. I have like 2 of that as I'm talking to you now. To that question.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Gbenga Mario. Mr. Gbenga, yes, you just had the last question for Mr. Gbenga. I want you to quickly react to it before Koreranti Gwenle or Nuemi react to it. What do you see to that? Do you buy that idea where some men will have to tell their wives or their women not to work, that they will take care of their needs?
Well, to me, I think it must be balanced. A home needs both men and women to be active. There's no basis, to me, even in the Bible, there's no basis for women not to work. But just like she said earlier, there must be level of humility when a woman works. Not definitely assuming the role of a breadwinner, but even if that at that point you are bringing in something on the table, she should be encouraged and she should be praised for that, because the Bible says even our children would pray, and our husband would praise her at the gate of the city. So I think for me, women, both men and women, they should work, but they should balance it. It's not as if that, I think the fear the men had, whilst they would tell some of the women not to work, is that, who will take care of the home? Who will cook for me? Then perchance, when they both go to work, and they return, like the lifestyle they are living now, is that they return lately to home, and then who takes care of those children? And so these are issues that they raise that may bring this up on that. But for me, I think, when my wife wanted to start working, I said, hey, these are the kind of job you can do. I told her specifically. I said, no, because she wanted that. But I said, okay, because at that time there's money in the bank. And she was actually at an initial primary assignment in the bank. I said, hey, if you take a banking job, coming back lately and all that. So, but eventually we both agreed. And she took a job of a teacher. And today now, of course, all our children are doing very well. And then she does that. And I'm also a free man. I'm a business person, so I go to my farm and do all of things. So we balance it together. So I think it must be an understanding at home of what the man and the woman should do. And then that must impact positively I say, on the home without for the children, particularly, especially, and also even for both couple. So I think for me, it's a one thing.
Thank you, sir, for that insight. Yes, Comrade Dow, we want you to quickly react to that.
Thank you so much. Like I told you, like she has said, I started my career as a secretary. I was working in an organization as a secretary. I would normally close around 6, 7, 8 because I work with the publishing manager then. Many of the works are on me. So later, when I was having children, I discovered that, hey, this job, my children will suffer. That was when I took up the job of a teacher. Today, I have a cause to say, thank God I did that. Then let me tell you, when you say a woman is not working, even at home she's working, she wakes up early, she cooks, she does everything in the house, and you will say she's not working. Work. We have a lot of responsibilities. Is the man going to take care of my own parents for me? The parents that suffered a lot to make sure I get education. My own parents are looking onto me too. Will I be asking for money from me? Even if you have money to take care of me and my children, I will still work. If they say you should not work, please beg them, tell them you need to work. Nobody can ask my daughter not to work.
All right, thank you very much. Your parting word, your parting word, Mrs. Yesterday, please, to wrap up now. A word of encouragement for women out there.
Okay, thank you. I just want the women out there, I just want them to stand up to their feet. They should believe in themselves that they can do it. We can do it. We can get to this position together. We should go into politics. We can handle this leadership position together. We can do it together. Let's just stand up to our feet, do whatever we need to do. If you need to seek more knowledge, if you need to pursue your career, if you need to go to school, please do so. This is still, the year is still very fresh. People have said some universities are selling their forms, master's form, PhD form. Let us go out when we have our degree, when we have what it takes to handle a leadership position. They will not say no. They will not say to us no to us. They will not reject us. But we should just strive out. We should strive our best, try our best, and then to make sure we are fitting with whatever it requires to be a leader in whatever.
Thank you very much, Comrade Ma. In 10 seconds, your wrapping word and encouragement for women out.
Women out there, stand tall. Prove that you can do it. Rear the children that will be proud of later in life, and please join others to make sure we move the country forward.
All right, thank you very much, very much.
Once again, happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for being a part of the program today, and for our callers, that's as much we can take. You can always go back to our social media handles. You can always go back to our Facebook, Instagram, Radio Garden, TikTok, X, and YouTube to view the program once more. All you have to do is just click on Prince 89.7 FM Ibadan. I'll be back on Thursday 10 a.m. with another interesting package of national discourse. Till then, I want to wish every woman out there a beautiful time, and happy International Women's Day, and of course happy Mother's Day. Bye bye. God bless you all.
All views, opinions and comments on the program you just listened to are that of guests, callers and analysts, and does not in any way represent the endorsement or views of Prince 89.7 FM. We promise you up-to-date and unbiased information at all times as we continue to promote positive impact to humanity.
89.7 Prince 89.